5 minutes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Halinski, I'd like to ask a few questions about the procedures that were addressed or referred to by the GAO in their recent report. The GAO indicated that the TSA does not have procedures to identify allegations of misconduct that have not been adjudicated. In other words, there could be allegations of misconduct that have never been resolved. So I have a series of questions related to that. Can you say how many there are remaining that have not been adjudicated? Secondly, an average length of time that those have been pending. And how does the agency plan to address this issue going forward?
Sir, to the best of my knowledge, we have taken what the GAO said to heart. We've made those changes. I don't believe we have any cases that are outstanding. And the process we use now is automatic. With this integrated database, if you go through the process, there's a system of checks and oversight by our Office of Human Capital, by our Office of Investigations, and by our Office of Professional Responsibility. When a case is closed, the system now automatically goes back to every one of those offices so everybody understands that the case has been adjudicated and it's put in their records. So we took that to heart, we made that correction, and it's in place, sir.
The standard procedures that are now in place so that we have what we hope is non-arbitrary or fair across the board actions being taken. Can you say what a one-strike-you're-out looks like?
Yes, sir. We catch an individual. Now, let me go back to covert testing, sir, that we're doing for integrity. We have a screener on the line. We have one of our covert testers go through. He has an iPad that he decides he's going to put in his pocket. As I said earlier, the vast majority of our people are good people that don't do that. But when that happens, sir, and we have absolute proof that he stole that item, it's 24 hours he's out the door. And we have put that into effect, sir. Drugs, another case. You're caught with drugs, on the spot, we can put you out, and we have done that. Now, if it involves an investigation in drugs, there's an investigation involved. If I can't immediately prove it, sir, we have to do due diligence for our people. They're innocent until proven guilty. And that takes a little bit of time. But we do give them the benefit of the doubt in those cases until the proof shows otherwise, sir.
What if the infraction has to do with putting the public at risk? In your covert investigations, someone came through with essentially an explosive. Is that a one-strike-you're-out?
Sir, if someone is intentionally trying to go against the security practices, he's intentionally trying to bypass that system, yes, sir, it is. We have had instances of that in the last year, sir, and those people have been removed.
Well, let me go to a different aspect of this, and this is a question or an issue we've raised before in other hearings with the Department, and that is the concern that I have and I think the public has about transparency and accountability with the Department or on the behalf of the Department. And I guess I'm really concerned about how it is that we have transparency in ensuring the public that these matters are investigated. I realize there are personnel restrictions or privacy concerns, but you know, the GAO report is now public document. People have a right to say, that's not good. What are we doing about it? What can the Department do more than it's already done to ensure transparency with the American people?
Sir, and I'll get to that question, sir, but first let me say, we are a very large organization, and we are an organization probably that is in the public eye more than any other government organization right now. We see the traveling public 1.8 million times a day, so we're very visible. Every time, sir, and we have very good people who do a good job every day, every single time we have one knucklehead who decides he's going to do something bad, it tarnishes the image of our organization. But at the same time, sir, let me point out the fact that last year over 10 of our TSOs saved people's lives, either in the airport through CPR, by helping accident victims, by pulling people from burning cars, by talking down a pilot in a general aviation aircraft. You never hear those stories, sir. You very, very rarely hear them. And I think that's important when you're talking about image and you're talking about transparency. You have to take the good with the bad. When you look at the actual percentages, they're very low and comparable to any other government organization. I have my people on the line 365 days of the year, and they know if they fail, someone could die.
Could I just make sure we have the answer to the question about transparency? The GAO report is public, the media has it, public will soon understand what's in it. What can you do to assure the American people that the issues that are raised in that GAO study and report have been properly dealt with? Transparency in that regard is what I was really referring to.
All right, sir. I appreciate that. And what I would tell you is what I said earlier, is that we absolutely embrace the comments made by the GAO. We're in the process and have made it almost completely taken those on board and completed those. We believe they'll be complete by the end of September, October. There's one big piece left that we're working on as far as trend analysis. And I'm sitting here on C-SPAN, and I'm telling you that we embrace them and we're going to do them, sir.
Thank you.
Gentleman's time has expired.